Y'all, it's your man Tyrese. Big ups to WV Soul Magazine. And I hope y'all enjoy the interview. One love. You know, when I seen the performance from Denzel Washington in the movie Hurricane, that movie is the reason that I decided that I'm ready to take that step. You know what I mean? I think in everybody's life and career, there's going to be a certain point when something is said, you're exposed to something, something is done, you get exposed to something, and it has a big impact on your life, whatever that may be. You would figure naturally, because I do music and a lot of musicians are transitioning into acting, then it would be a natural progression. But it was almost like I was rebelling against the transition because I didn't want to go what they call Hollywood, you know what I mean? Because I'm from Watts, born and raised, and in the hood, we've been saying that forever. Man, don't go Hollywood or man, look at that nigga over there, man, he went Hollywood, you know what I mean? They get so there's this negative type of thing that comes with you know, being in Hollywood. So now that I'm in Hollywood, I realize that Hollywood is more so a personality defect, okay, over it being a career move. Okay, you're in Hollywood because you're doing movies, but when you go Hollywood, it's when you get into the arrogance and the cocky, and you think that you're bigger and better than everybody. You're very condescending, and like you're above everybody, and that's when you go Hollywood. And the worst part about going Hollywood is, in most cases, when somebody has that type of personality where they treat most people they meet or come in contact with wrong, they're not even aware of it, because Hollywood is also keeping the truth away from people that have these type of habits, because they're making the people around them so much money, they're exposing them to so many different cities and countries and movie sets and premieres and all of these opportunities. You don't want to tell that person the truth, because if you piss them off and they get rid of you, then all of a sudden you can't be around all of the magic anymore. So they would rather you not know the truth than to tell you the truth and potentially get rid of you. The key to building a successful brand is you, for one, have to know what you want, because a lot of women in particular who are very beautiful with nice bodies, they make the mistake of damn near prostituting themselves in the beginning of their careers, and then they end up making a transition into something that they've always wanted to do from the beginning, but the type of choices that they make in the beginning comes back to harm them later on. And so it's one of them things where you have to keep it tasteful, you have to keep it classy, and you have to not come off desperate to get your foot in the door, because that desperate move or gesture could easily come back to haunt you. There's been a lot of American, idols, or a lot of, what do you call it, Miss Americas and Miss Puerto Rico and Mrs. whoever. And all of a sudden, soon as they get this huge crown, they got nude photos that are showing up on the internet. These photos were taken already. They could have been taken 8 years ago, but they're still nude. They're still putting your business in the street. And whoever this photographer was that you were either cool with or not cool with decided, I did a nude photo shoot with you, and so now that you're winning and you're on top of the world, I'm gonna try and figure out a way to mess things up for you. So to all women as well as fellas, you know what I'm saying? Be very careful with your choices, the type of people you roll with, and you have to know what you want for yourself, and if you can't figure it out on your own, try your best to surround yourself with people that are more smart and more intelligent and that have more knowledge and information about what's around the corner before you get there. And that way you don't make nearly as many mistakes as a lot of us has made out here winging it, trying to figure shit out along the way. You know what? There's no rules to longevity. I could just say that your team is so very important, and you know, the words that I live my life by, because I'm very spiritual, and you know, there are certain quotes and certain things that people have said that's really helped to shape the mold of who I am and the things that I stand for. Will Smith said, "You can often tell how far your life and career will go based on the 5 people that you spend the most time with."
WV Soul Magazine, featuring the hottest in entertainment, music, and fashion. WV Soul DVD Magazine, featuring exclusive photo shoots and interviews from the game. Jadakiss, Tyrese, Reese, Joel Santana, and more. Pre-order your copy today online at WVSoulMagazine.com. Available at all major retail stores. And online, visit WVSoulMagazine.com. Follow WV Soul Magazine on Twitter at WV Soul Magazine.